What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar Talks Barca, guys. And listen, guys, sorry about that. I actually thought I was actually live for 1 second, guys. It turns out I wasn't actually live just yet. Big up to every single one of you guys who are in the building already. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with yet another episode of the Barcelona transfer roundup, guys, where we're going to be talking about all of the latest news, guys, coming out of Barcelona in the past 24 to 48 hours, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, guys, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, guys. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I already went live and I didn't realize I hadn't gone live on YouTube yet. Sorry about that whole situation. But yeah, we are back. Make sure you guys do what y'all need to do, man. Big up to every single one of you guys who are in the building already. I don't know what's going on, guys, but right now for some reason I can't show, my chat is not showing on screen right now. I don't know what the hell is going on. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, guys, we're gonna have to sort this out. We're gonna have to sort this out, guys. We'll sort this out when we sort it out. But yeah, I do see a lot of your chats, man. I do see you guys in the chat, man. So sorry, guys, if I can't put your chat on screen right now. But listen, let's get straight into the news, guys. Let's get straight into the news, guys. What is going on? Hold on. All right, boys, we're back, guys. I don't know what the flip just happened, bro. Literally, guys, it wasn't even YouTube. My OBS just crashed, guys. Sorry about that whole situation. Apologies once again, man. Big up to every single one of you guys who are still here. Big up to every single one of you guys. And yeah, man, let's get straight into this shit, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And yes, guys, yet again, guys, another transfer round. We're going to get into all of the latest news with Julian Alvarez, guys, the potential of Ferran Torres leaving, and the fact that Junior Kroupi is now being linked to Barcelona, guys. We're going to talk about all of that, and we're going to get straight into all of it, guys. But listen, let's start with obviously the big one, guys. Let's talk about the one that we know that we're here to talk about, guys. Let's talk about this saga right here, guys. It is the Julian Alvarez saga. Now, there's been some few things that's come out, guys, in the past few hours, guys, when it comes to Julian Alvarez, guys, and his potential of him. Is he going to stay? Is he going to leave? What's the deal with that, guys? Basically, guys, there's some news that's actually come out, right? And the news is apparently the situation with him at Atletico Madrid. And some of the things that have come out, guys, in the past 24 hours is that apparently people that are close to Alvarez, I don't know if it's like his agent or the people in the club, but basically, guys, right now, what's been coming out is that they have been advising Julian Alvarez that instead of going on strike, he should instead apologize to Atletico Madrid if he wants the Barcelona move. Basically, they're saying that right now they want him to basically fix the relationship between him and the club before the club can actually be open to the idea of, letting him leave and actually joining Barcelona. And listen, I am not gonna lie to you, man. Like, that whole thing is absolutely ridiculous, right? But look, at the end of the day, I don't know who's advising him about this whole situation. I don't even know if this is actually true or not. However, I'm gonna be very, very honest, man. If this whole idea of him apologizing, I feel like this is like an ego trip for Atletico Madrid. I feel like Atletico Madrid are so their feelings are so hurt by the fact that this guy has basically come out and basically told them he wants to leave, right? That their feelings is just hurt. And you know what the funny thing about me is, right? What I don't understand about this whole situation is they want him to apologize, but I don't know what Julian Alvarez needs to apologize for. I don't get it. Why should Julian Alvarez apologize? What did Julian Alvarez actually do? What did Julian Alvarez actually do? Right? Think about this. This guy, he's been very professional throughout this whole situation. He didn't come out and openly scream to the top of his lungs that he wants to leave. He went to the club, told the club he wants to leave. The club threw a tantrum. And because of that, basically this guy was being bothered day in, day out during the World Cup. And he gives a statement, quick statement. Doesn't even make a big deal out of it. Just kind of keeps it professional, lets the people know of his desire to leave. And in the end, Atletico Madrid are hurt because he dared to respond. Bro, how about the fact that you guys are basically creating such a media frenzy that eventually the media had to ask Julian Alvarez for his opinion. Julian Alvarez hasn't done anything throughout the situation. Julian Alvarez has been very quiet. And I'm sure he's pissed about this whole situation. I'm sure he's fuming about the fact that Atletico Madrid have did him dirty. And yet they are angry for him basically coming out and actually growing some balls and actually saying, yo, you know what, man, this is unacceptable. No, it is unacceptable. It's unacceptable on Atletico Madrid's side. It's not Julian Alvarez's fault. Julian Alvarez hasn't done anything. I've seen footballers go on real tantrums. I'm talking about burning every bridge, creating all kinds of flipping, controversy, refusing to turn up to training, openly coming out and defying their club. Julian Alvarez has done none of that. Julian Alvarez has been calm. He's been respectful throughout this whole situation. He has tried to do this the respectful route. And yet Atletico Madrid want to be mad at him? For what? What did he do? For daring to be ambitious? Like, it's absolutely embarrassing, man. It's absolutely embarrassing. And listen, right now, a lot of the things that have been coming out is that apparently, Barcelona is saying that Barcelona's pursuit for Alvarez is still alive. Hansi Flick considers him of utmost priority for the move to happen. Julian Alvarez needs to speak publicly, and it's time to be decisive in a decisive manner more than before. I'm very interested to see how Alvarez reacts to this. Because I don't believe this BS about him going out and apologizing. Well, so what if he apologizes? If he's nice enough to Atletico Madrid, why am I let him leave? That's BS, bro. If he comes out and apologizes to Atletico Madrid, that's going to give Atletico Madrid more emphasis to not want to sell him. Because now they're going to think, you know what, maybe we can actually rebuild this relationship. Because if he comes out and apologizes, Atletico Madrid are going to be like, well, okay, if he apologized, then that means that there's still a relationship there. So now we're definitely not going to let him leave. But if he throws his toys out of the pram, if he absolutely loses his head, if he absolutely goes mad and absolutely loses it, guess what? Guess what? You think Atletico Madrid fans are going to want this guy to wear the shirt after the way he acts like that? Atletico Madrid might not want to let him leave. They might be stubborn, but the fans are definitely not going to want to see him play for the club. Give me a moment, chat. Give me a moment. All right, we're back. But this is the point. If he comes out and throws his toys out of the pram, what do you think Atletico Madrid are going to want to keep him after that? You think Atletico Madrid fans are going to want this guy to wear the shirt if he does that? Like, come on, man. Like, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer, bro. Atletico Madrid are the ones that started this whole situation. They are the ones who basically created all this tension. If they didn't want him to leave, they could have been like, okay, we don't want you to leave. But they just went on like this temper tantrum, right? They just went on this embarrassing tantrum on media while Julian Alvarez was in the World Cup, just trying to focus on winning the World Cup, right? Trying to retain trying to play for his country. He's in the World Cup trying to focus on Argentina, and they're asking him about Atletico Madrid. Like, that is embarrassing. That's not because of Barcelona. That's the thing. We haven't even mentioned anything. We have been trying to be professional. At the end of the day, Barcelona want Julian Alvarez. Okay, so what? Because we want Alvarez, it's our fault now, huh? What kind of BS is that? What kind of BS is that nonsense? We didn't come. We are not the ones telling Alvarez to throw his toys out of the pram. At the end of the day, I feel like Barcelona right now, they do want Julian Alvarez to come out and actually do it. But that's because they know that Atletico Madrid are now willing to negotiate. That's the issue. And look, I know people are going to be sitting there and they're going to say, oh, but Omar, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona offered 100 million. Okay, bro. If they feel insulted about the 100 million, that's fine. I'm not even like upset with them for, not wanting more. At the end of the day, people can say whatever they want, right? But let's be honest here. Atletico Madrid spent a lot of money on Julian Alvarez. Maybe not 100 million, but they spent a lot of money to bring in Julian Alvarez. I think they bought him for, was it 75 or 80 million, right? Like, they spent a lot of money on Julian Alvarez. Let's keep it 100. If you spend around 75 to 100 to 75 to 80 million, of course you're gonna want to make a bargain, especially for a player that's in the prime years of his career, which Julian Alvarez is. Julian Alvarez is 26 years old. He still has a lot to give in the top level. And so Atletico Madrid have every right to want to milk the cow until it runs dry. No problem at all, right? That is 100% true. They should want the best deal for themselves, 100%. The issue is, we offer them 100 million, they get insulted, and now they are being petty. If we offered them 100 million and they didn't like it, what at the end of the day, bro, you spend 75 million. We offer 100 million. Why are you so angry? Like, you're acting like we lowballed you. Like, bro, respectfully, you would think that Barcelona offered 50 million the way Atletico Madrid are acting. We offered 100 million. Okay, you don't value him at 100 million. Okay, then let us know. Say, okay, bro, no, we don't. If you want Alvarez, you're gonna have to break the bank. Because guess what? We broke the bank to bring him in. Okay, we didn't spend 100 million, but we broke our bank. Like for Atletico Madrid standards, we broke our bank to bring him in. Right? So you have to break your bank to take him. We want a bargain. We need a huge bargain from this. So 150 million. 150 million. And I know, and I'm not even saying that Barcelona should spend 150 million, but sit there and say, okay, bro, 150 million. Double the amount we spend on him. That's what we want. And guess what? Barcelona, I'm not saying Barcelona should spend that, but Barcelona can sit there and say, okay, well, 150 million, well, we can't really give you that. Okay. How about 120? How about 130? 135? Negotiate and get the best deal that you got for yourself, and then let the player leave. And at the end of the day, here's the funny thing about Atletico Madrid, right? If you look at Atletico Madrid and Barcelona's history when it comes to transfers, you could argue that Atletico Madrid have actually not sold good to us probably ever. Like, I'm trying to think of like the players that have gone from Barcelona to Atletico Madrid, or Atletico Madrid to Barcelona. Bro, the last player we bought from Atletico Madrid was Antoine Griezmann. Do I even need to tell you guys how bad Antoine Griezmann was for us? This brother, we spent what, 120 million on that dude, yeah? That guy won that guy won absolutely not. We won no league titles with him there. In fact, the last trophy that flipping Griezmann won, guess who he won it with? And this fraud had the absolute audacity to talk about he regretted joining Barcelona. Brother, we increased your trophy cabinet. You were absolutely winning sweet FA before you joined us. 120 million and no Copa del Rey later. My guy didn't even crack 50 goals at Barcelona, bro, in those 2 seasons. What about Ada Turan? Y'all remember Ada Turan? Was he a good signing? He was one of the worst signings, dude. We bought that guy during a transfer embargo. We bought that guy during a transfer embargo, and basically, bro, what did we get out of that? Absolutely nothing. But then look at the players that we've sold to Atletico Madrid. David Villa goes there, wins them the league. Luis Suarez goes there, wins them the league. If anything, we actually have a better track record of selling to you. So you got this Alvarez deal. And I'm not saying Alvarez is going to flop at Barcelona. But at the end of the day, you guys have shown a good track record of being able to replace strikers. That's another thing about Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have such an incredible track record of buying strikers. Fuck's sake, bro. Atletico Madrid have such a great track record of like buying strikers. They could easily replace Julian Alvarez. That's the crazy thing. If we offered them, if they said, okay, 120 million, 125, 130 million for Julian Alvarez. Okay, cool. Guess what? There's the money. We will give you the money. There you go, take it. We are going to go spend that. We're going to go take that money and replace him and go and buy Osimhen from Galatasaray. And then all of a sudden, you got another goal machine at your club. For probably a bargain. They could have gone to Galatasaray and be like, all right, 100 million on your head top, bro. And you know, I know people are going to be like, but Osimhen when they move. But Osimhen will go to Atletico Madrid. The opportunity to join La Liga. To race for the golden boot with Kylian Mbappe. Like, come on, man. He would not pass up that opportunity. And when it comes down to it, Atletico Madrid, they should be smart. And the crazy thing is, when you look at it, like some of the other things that have been coming out, right? About this right here. They're saying that if Ferran Torres agrees to join Atletico Madrid, it will facilitate the move for Julian Alvarez. Bro, I would take this on a heartbeat. I would take this on a heartbeat. Look, we're gonna talk about Ferran Torres next, right? Because I have some things to say about Ferran Torres. But when it comes to Julian to this deal, I don't even mind this. If Atletico Madrid, they were smart, they would have actually taken a swap deal. Because at the end of the day, guess what? We have a track record of selling you strikers. Man like Ferran Torres could come to your club and actually start cooking at your club. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, when we sold David Villa to Atletico Madrid, he was supposed to be finished. When we sold David Villa to Atletico Madrid, he was supposed to be finished. Guess what, bro? He still went there and cooked. I'm not saying he was the best striker. I know Costa was the better striker, but David Villa was definitely a very important player for them. Definitely a very important player. So Atletico Madrid need to be smart. They need to be smart and they need to negotiate. And if I'm Julian Alvarez, bro, I am not apologizing for shit. Well, you got me all kinds of effed up if you think I'm going to apologize. Like, apologize for what? Apologize for what, bro? Yep, guys. We're back. Guys, unfortunately, guys, my internet has been bugging, guys. That's why you guys see me keep moving around, guys. My internet keeps bugging, guys. I apologize once again for that bullshit that just happened, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Honestly, man. Dude, that's something seriously that I need to sort this out, man. But I do apologize to the people who are watching. Sorry about this. I'm gonna sort this out right now. Give me a moment, chat. Give me a moment while I fix my thing. Give me a moment, chat. Give me a moment. This was supposed to be my 10K celebration, man. It's absolutely stinking right now. Give me a moment. Alright, we're back, guys. We're back. Alright. Anyways, guys, let's continue where we were. I was talking about the Ferran Torres potential, the swap deal. Listen, in my opinion, I think that Atletico Madrid, they should be smart about this. They should be absolutely smart about this. They are being absolutely petty. Like, if they were smart enough to actually spend the money that we gave them, right? You got that money. You've got the opportunity to go out there and actually do what you need to do, right? Take the money and do your thing, right? Go and get a replacement. But no, you want to be throwing a saga. And you know what, right? I'm not even going to just blame Atletico Madrid, because it's not just Atletico Madrid's fault. Barcelona are to blame for this, for also making this saga ridiculous. I'm sorry, right? Like, it's embarrassing, man. It says Atletico Madrid are trying to hack your internet. Bro, I'm telling you, man, they're trying to silence me, man. Listen, I've been having too many problems on my stream today, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna start calling conspiracy, man. What is going on? Why is my stream being hacked, bro? These guys these frauds have hacked my stream, bro. They've hacked my stream, bro. They're trying to silence me. You cannot silence me. Hold that, you frauds. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I'm great. Just fantastic, guys. Hold on. I can't even read my chat because my internet just crashed. Let me actually give me a moment, chat. Let me actually do this quickly. Guys. I can't actually put your chats on screen right now because these guys basically just messed up, just completely crashed out my whole thing, bro. Absolute fraudulence, man. But I can see your chats. I'm gonna start reading your chats, man. But let me know what you guys think about this whole Alvarez thing. I'm gonna be very honest, man. This saga cannot go through August, man. I'm gonna be very real. After the first week of August, bro, I don't want to hear about this Alvarez thing. We better have agreed terms with Atletico Madrid by the first week, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm gonna be very real, man. I am not trying to continue. If this saga continues to Atletico Madrid, I'm not even gonna. If this saga with Alvarez continues till August, I'm not even blaming Atletico Madrid anymore. I'm blaming Barcelona. I'm blaming Deco. I'm blaming everybody at the club because this is an embarrassment. This is an absolute embarrassment. Why should we be going through this embarrassing saga, bro? I'm sorry, man. Like, dude, this saga should have not gone this far. I'm sorry, but it should have never gotten this far. We should have already sealed this deal a long time ago. I feel like if Barcelona should have gone to a point where we should have been more serious. Because here's the thing, right? I'm gonna be very real. As much as, it's easy to point the finger at Atletico Madrid, I'm gonna be very honest, man. One thing I will say about Deco, this guy sucks in making big deals done. He really stinks. I'm gonna be very real, because think about it, right? This is Deco has been sporting director for 3 transfer windows, right? 3. And all 3 transfer windows, we've had one target, just one, right? One target that has taken like 2-3 months to sort out. Nico Williams, 2 seasons in a row, bro. Saga upon saga upon saga upon saga upon saga. Putting all our eggs in that basket and absolutely getting nothing out of it. Nothing. And this Alvarez thing, this is why this Alvarez thing scares me. Because, dude, 2 months. We've been doing this now for 2 months. And if we don't sign Alvarez, bro, I'm going to be very real, man. I want this brother sacked. I don't care, man. I don't care what anyone says. People can be like, oh my, you're overreacting. I am not overreacting for nothing, bro. You are not going to waste my time for 2 months, right? Waste my precious time only to not get this deal done. I'm sorry, but no. I am sorry, but no. And look, and this is the thing, right? I'm not sitting here saying Barcelona shouldn't, Barcelona should be moving like this. But here's the thing here. You see, right now, we've seen the alternative, when Laporta talked about alternatives. Now we're hearing Kroupi being linked. We've seen Darwin Núñez being linked. We're seeing Vlahovic being linked. We went from Harry Kane and Osimhen to Vlahovic and Darwin Núñez, bro. This is my thing, bro. Do you remember last season? The options were Nico Williams or Luis Diaz, right? We went from Nico Williams to Luis Diaz to sign in Marcus Rashford. And everyone can say about, oh my, Rashford did well at Barcelona. If Rashford did what he did, how good do you guys think Luis Diaz, if Rashford could cook in this system, how well do you guys think Luis Diaz would have been in this system? I know people are going to put Omar. I mean, here's the thing. How much were these guys asking for? I think they were asking for 70 million, something like that. Am I tripping? I think that's what they were asking for, right? They asked for quite a lot of money. The thing was, Atletico Madrid, these guys offer 70 million. I'm gonna be looking back now. That 70 million would have been a bargain if he cooked at Barcelona with the way he played at Bayern Munich. I don't think this is not my money. I can sit here and be like, that's a lot of money. Barcelona should not be spending that amount of money on anyone. Bro, I don't care. You see this 150 million that Atletico Madrid are asking for that I don't think he's worth. I'm gonna be very, very, very honest. If we buy Julian Alvarez for 150 million and my guy comes in and scores me and puts 50 GA, that's 150 million well spent. Chat, let me know, am I lying? If we spend 100 million on Julian Alvarez and we win the treble next season, or we win the Champions League, and Julian Alvarez puts 50 to 60 GA, isn't that money well spent? Let's be honest here, man. It's we can sit here and talk about, oh, this player is not worth this, not worth this. Yeah, bro, there's a lot of footballers that are not worth their money. Yan Diomande is definitely not worth 120 million. He's not. But this is the market today, bro. This, unfortunately, is the reality of the market that we're in today. Players go for more money than they're worth. That's the truth. That is the truth, man. But yeah, man, let me actually read your chats, man. Let me read your chats, man. Big up to every single one of you guys who are here. It says, Omar, Barca just confirmed they won't be making a move for Kroupi because Bournemouth are demanding too much. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that next. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next, guys. By the way, guys, listen. I know I haven't even mentioned it because this stream, I started this stream just talking about transfers, guys. Listen. I just hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to end my stream. Before the end of the stream, guys, I'm going to talk about my 10,000, be hitting 10,000 subscribers, right? I appreciate every single one of you guys who got me to this big milestone. But listen, before we get into that, let's actually, let's stay with the news right now, and then we will end with that, guys. But yeah, it says, Ferran Torres really needs to lock in his finishing because we're going to need that. Hold on, man. We'll talk about that. Scared to pay Kroupi. Meanwhile, Real Madrid are taking this bunch of bombs, man. Says Deco needs to be fired. Listen, man, Deco is on thin ice. I've already told you, man. Deco has not won me over yet. People think because I've been, singing his praises when he got goal, I've changed my mind. I've not changed my mind on Deco yet. I've told people, anyone like, ask all the other content creators, ask guys like Hafed, ask Barca Boy, ask all these guys, man. They all know. I've said, bro, I will let him cook. Because that's what they say, right? Let him cook, yeah? All right, I'll let him cook. I'll let him cook. Says, we signed Vlahovic or we signed Nunes or Vlahovic. I'm done with this club. We all thought 101 rule was what kept us from making big signings. Turns out the entire time it was sheer laziness and incompetence. Dude, I was one of the people that was giving like the club a lot of leeway because of the 1-to-1 rule. But at some point, even I am beginning to turn. Even now I'm beginning to turn because I'm like, bro, you guys got me all kinds of effed up, man. You guys got me all kinds of effed up, bro. I'm gonna be very real. Nah, these boys is a bunch of bumps. F them. Man says deco out. Get the F. Yeah, you guys are absolutely losing it. I see you guys. It says, with this squad, do you think we can take UCL? In my opinion, I don't think so. Absolutely not. I don't think so either. I would love to be proven wrong. I would definitely love to be proven wrong. I hope that these guys cook. I hope, man, like Ferran Torres fancy shooting boost this season, but I highly doubt it, man. I've been waiting 5 seasons for that. He says, I hope people know Deco wanted Lucho, but I hope people know Deco wanted Lucho, but we didn't trust him, just saying. Well, he's the sporting director, isn't he? Jackson? He's the sporting director. If he wanted Luis Diaz, he should have fought for Luis Diaz. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Who's the one making the decisions for transfers? Is it Deco? If it's not Deco, then who is it? Because I know it's not Laporta. Laporta is not the one that's dealing with transfers. Man says shave a little. Yeah, I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna definitely clean up. I'm cleaning up very, very soon. But that's the point, man. Like at the end of the day, he's the sporting director for a reason. That's why he gets paid, man. He's the one that has to speak his mind and actually say what he needs to say. We signed Darwin. I'm personally going to the camp now. I'm burning the shirt. Nah, man, don't do that. Don't do that. It's F Deco. These dudes don't care about the fan base. And they're getting millions and they're good. I says, I feel you guys are getting desperate. are gonna make a desperate signing at the death. Bro, it's looking that way. It's definitely looking that way, and I am not liking this. Yeah, look up to Raw Christian, man. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Bro, yeah, man, listen, I'm not gonna lie, man, bro. The face is looking hella messy right now, man. Yeah, the face is looking hella messy right now, man. I need to clean up. You're absolutely right. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. But listen, guys, let's actually move on to some other news. Now, it's funny, my guy was actually talking about man like Kroupi, right? Let's actually talk about Kroupi for a second. You know what? Before we talk about Kroupi, let's actually, let's talk about Kroupi. Let's talk about Kroupi. So, this is the news that Fabrizio Romano brought this morning, guys. This is the news that he came out with this morning. So, according to Fabrizio Romano, Barcelona are not proceeding the talks with Eli Junior Kroupi at this stage. Understand, Barcelona will not advance the option at present. Bournemouth informed the club their clear stance of no intention of selling this summer. Okay, so it's Barcelona who are choosing to not get this deal done. So Barcelona are the ones, right? So, okay, cool. Because I refuse to believe that Bournemouth Football Club, AFC Bournemouth, right, are trying to bully us into telling us that we can buy their player. I'm sorry. Bournemouth in the past 2 years, think about it, right? They had Huijsen, Zabanye, flipping Senesi, right? Solanke. They had so many players, Semenyo, like they had all these guys, right? And they had no problem selling these guys. And what? So because they tell us that we don't want to sell Kroupi, so what, we're just going to back up? Bro, they've literally sold all their best players every single season. No. Screw all of that, okay? How much did they sell Din Huijsen for? Din Huijsen was their best defender when they sold him. How much did they sell Din for? Can someone remind me? How much did they spend on Din? Chat, let me know. How much did they spend on Din again? I genuinely have forgotten, bro. I don't remember the deals, bro. How much did they spend on Din Huijsen? Let me know, chat. Big up to my guy, man. I appreciate you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys smash the likes, man. Big up to every single one of you every time. But yeah, how much did I spend on Dean, guys? How much did I spend on Dean Huijsen? I don't think it was it 50 million, 60, 70, 80 million? Like, dude, I don't remember. But yeah, they sold Huijsen. They sold Zabani. I think they spent Zabani. They sold Zabani to PSG for 50 million, I think, right? Bournemouth, they sold Bournemouth. Yeah, Kirkish, exactly. Ryan and Kirkish. Like, they've sold a lot of players, bro. Like, they sell every single season. What does this be? Why is Bournemouth all of a sudden acting like they're not a selling club? Give us a break, bro. I promise you, if we go in there with an 80 million or if we give them 80 million, they will take the money. All this BS about 100 million. What are you smoking over there in AFC Bournemouth, bro? Respectfully, you guys are Bournemouth, bro. You're Bournemouth. But they say that Barcelona are proceeding. Now, this is another thing I have to say. I don't know why Barcelona are not proceeding. I don't know, it's because maybe they've got some news when it comes to Alvarez and they're choosing to like wait for Alvarez or something like that. And I'm hoping that's the case. And I'm thinking, and I'm hoping that like that's the only logical case I can think in my mind of why Barcelona wouldn't want to, make this deal happen. You understand what I mean? But I'll tell you guys this about Eli Kroupi. I know I meant in my last stream, I talked about the fact that I think Kroupi is a good player. He's okay, but I don't know if he is the guy that's going to take us to the next level and all this stuff, right? Or if he's ready for the big time. But I'll tell you guys this right now. I will definitely take Kroupi over flipping Darwin Núñez and Vlahovic. All day. All day. I've seen Kroupi is a good player. But one thing I will say about Kroupi is he's got great potential. He's got great potential. And who knows? Listen, if he comes to Barcelona and he could get the ground on it, imagine we have Kroupi, we have Yamal, we have Pedri, we have Fermin, we have Bernal, we have Kobashi. Like, imagine, bro, you're talking about a player in Kroupi. If Kroupi comes in and cooks at Barcelona, like, hits the ground on it, you're talking about a player that's going to be our main number 9 probably for the next 10 to 15 years, right? Like, that's the thing. That's why I'm not even against this deal. But you know what? This is why, bro, I hate the fact that the club is moving broke. Because if we were smart, I'm sorry, I would splash 200 million and get both Kroupi and Alvarez. I know people are going to be like, well, what? 100 million? Bro, I let the commentary don't want. They're trying to sell this guy for 150 million. Bro, I'm telling you right now, we go in there for we bought Julian Alvarez for 120 million and buy Kroupi for 80 million. Dude, you've got Julian Alvarez as the main man and Kroupi on the bench and Kroupi potentially starting too. It is khalas for everybody. I'm sorry, bro. If Real Madrid are spending 120 on Diomande, 120 million, and apparently they spend 100 million on Rodri if they sign Rodri, that's 220 million on just Rodri and Yan Diomande. And you're telling me you wouldn't spend 200 million to get both Kroupi and Julian Alvarez? Like, that would be the deal of the season. Honestly, guys, I don't care what Real Madrid do in the transfer window. If Barcelona sign both Kroupi and Julian Alvarez, bro, that surpasses everything that they do. Because we already have a better team than them. The reason why Real Madrid have to spending the money that they're spending is because at the end of the day, they have to spend the money to compete with Barca. Because our squad right now, it may not be the best, but it's definitely better than theirs. And we know that when it comes to Barca, we only need to sort a few things out. Just a few things. Just a few little tweaks and we'll be ready for the season. Imagine you sell Ferran Torres. Imagine Lewandowski, Ferran Torres both leave and you replace them with Alvarez and Kroupi. You got a player in Alvarez who's going to give you 5, 6, 7, 8 years potentially. And you got a guy like Kroupi who's going to give you 10 to 15 years. And another important thing is the challenge of Kroupi and Alvarez. Here's the thing with Alvarez. Alvarez joins Barcelona. Yes, he will be the main number 9, right? But the thing is, Julian Alvarez, you wouldn't consider Julian Alvarez as the best striker or one of the. He's not a Haaland. He's not a Mbappe. He's not a goal machine, right? One thing about Alvarez is he can play everywhere. He can play in the left, the right, the middle, even in the 10 if you decide to put him in the 10, right? When you look at Julian Alvarez, he can play everywhere in the attack. Kroupi, if Kroupi comes in and Kroupi starts scoring more goals than Julian Alvarez, he's going to start in the 9. And not to mention you've got Gordon and Adeyemi at the team. Imagine, bro, you have Adeyemi, Gordon, Rafinha, Yamal, and Kroupi and Alvarez. Bro, the amount of goals like, do you guys realize the goal factory that we will have at Barcelona, bro? Do you realize, bro, the goal factory we would have at Barcelona? They spent 63 million on Dean Huijsen. Do you see what I mean? Oh yeah, we're gonna spend 100 million on Junior on Eli Kroupi. Why do all these clubs like these clubs here? They are so pathetic, right? They will come to they will lowball everyone, and then when it comes to Barcelona, they want to be sitting here asking for ridiculous amounts of money. What kind of BS is that? They talk about all this talk about Kroupi, bro. I'm telling you right now, if any club offers 80 million for Kroupi to Bournemouth, Bournemouth would accept it. They're just trying to act a big bossy, bro. You're not bossy, bro. And Barcelona should not be intimidated. Why are we getting intimidated by AFC Bournemouth, bro? You think Kroupi would rather stay with flipping Bournemouth than join Barcelona? Let me tell you something. If Barcelona speak to Kroupi, I'm not even talking about the club. If they speak to Kroupi's entourage, talk to Kroupi's agent, and tell Kroupi, yo, listen, man, we want to sign your client. We want him to come in. We want him to be the main number 9 or be basically the future. We want Kroupi to be the future face of Barcelona alongside Yamal. Brother, the moment they put that thing in this brother's ears, bro, he is hooked. He will do everything to make that move happen. Barcelona can go there and say, all right, man, 80 million, bro. There. Yeah, that's all you're getting, playboy. 80 million. I let it go. And Bournemouth are going to take it. They're going to take it, bro, because at the end of the day, bro, well, you think you're going to get more money from someone else? Who's going to buy him for that? Get out of here, man. Atletico Madrid, Bournemouth can say whatever they want, man. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Barcelona, us not refusing to join in this, and apparently the reason why Barcelona are not focusing on group is because of Hansi Flick. Apparently Flick is more interested in Alvarez. He wants Alvarez. He doesn't want Kroupi. And my answer to that is, beggars cannot be choosers, man. Yeah, we want Alvarez, but what if we don't sign Alvarez? What? So you're gonna have Hamza, Abdul Karim, and Ferran Torres as your number 9s? If we're lucky to keep Ferran Torres. Like, that's another thing people need to keep into account. So all this talk about, Atletico Madrid, he wants Julian Alvarez. Bro, we all want Julian Alvarez. But this saga is getting ridiculous. And I honestly, man, in my honest opinion, chat, I just hate these sagas, man. I genuinely cannot stand this. I hate the fact Barcelona are always in these sagas. I don't get it. We're always in these sagas, bro. Why do we always put ourselves through this? Every single season, man. Year upon year, bro. No fail. Barcelona need to wake up. And when it comes to this Kroupi deal, I don't know, man. We're gonna need to hear more, because I feel like when we get to the first week of August, and there's still no physical progress when it comes to the Alvarez thing, I think Barcelona will go back in for Kroupi. Because you know what my guy here mentioned? He said Barcelona might, Kevin said Barcelona might make a desperate signing in the end. I think Kroupi might be that guy. I know Darwin Núñez and Vlahovic are being linked. I'm telling you guys right now, if Barcelona sign either of those guys, bro, you know Barcelona fans in Catalonia. You know Barcelona fans over there, dude. They are not afraid to call anyone out. They will call out Laporta. Dude, they will want everybody's head. Do you guys remember last season, Julian, was it Yamal's number 10 presentation? Remember, guys? Remember when he was when they were giving Yamal his number 10, right? And in the Barcelona live stream, literally everybody was spamming Deco out. Because of the whole Nico Williams situation. Nico Williams had just rejected us, and Luis Diaz had just went to Bayern Munich. And all of a sudden, everybody was on his neck. Everybody wanted Deco gone. I'm telling you guys right now, bro. If we sign Vlahovic and Darwin Núñez, oh my flipping days. Oh my flipping days, bro. I don't think a lot of people realize just how toxic Barcelona fans can be. We are the kings of toxicity, bro. And Barcelona fans are not afraid to be toxic, bro. They will be the kings of being toxic. So Atletico Madrid need to wake up. Barcelona need to wake up. The club need to wake up, bro, because they're playing with fire when it comes to these people, man. They don't realize who they're playing with. These fans, they don't give a shit, bro. And they will react. They will react. So, honestly, man, kind of pisses. I'm not gonna lie, man. Definitely makes. It definitely it makes. Honestly, man. Honestly, I fume every time I think about it because it just pisses me off. It's an embarrassment, man. Absolute embarrassment. Yeah, let me see what you guys are saying about this whole situation. It says we'd be lucky enough to get a Super Cup with this squad, let alone La Liga or UCL. Oh man, big up to you, Rock Christian, bro. Big up to you every time. Yes, I agree, but Flick didn't want Lucho. Flick wanted Lucho. Flick was the main reason why Rafinha stayed in 24-25 season because he wanted to, because he was gonna leave. No, listen, it doesn't matter. Lucho was last season though, Jackson. In 25-26 season, we were linked to Lucho, not the season before. Remember, we signed Rashford because we lost out on Nico Williams and Luis Diaz. Manchester City are kidding, right? They want Bernard for Rodri. Yeah. Listen, man, keep dreaming, bro. Look somewhere else. Go get Caicedo from Chelsea. It says Kirkesh went to Liverpool as well. Yes, he did. He did go to Liverpool as well. It says they'll probably want to try. It says they will probably want to try and take crack at winning the Europa League before they decide to let him go. Bro, they are not winning the Europa League, man. Put the fries in the bag. The Europa League is actually very competitive. Now, there's a lot of teams in there. This. Bournemouth, listen, even with this guy, what, you think Junior Kroupi is going to be enough for them to win the Europa League? Come on, man. Like, they basically sold a lot of their core players. Like, Semenyo is not going to be there for a full season, right? Senesi is gone. Like, they've got a lot of players who are gone, man. Barcelona said they won't proceed with the deal because the fee is too high and he's not a proven player yet. What a stupid excuse. Yeah, it is a stupid excuse. First of all, the fee is too high for Kroupi. I do agree with that. So what, bro? You think you think these guys are going to reject 40 million? 80 million bid? Come on, man. Of course, listen. At the end of the day, I let Bournemouth do what any other club who has their best player being linked outside of their club will do. Put a ridiculous estimate to basically try to deter clubs from actually getting involved. I'll tell you this right now. Barcelona go to Bournemouth and give them 80 million, they're taking that money. I'm sorry, bro. They saw Huijsen was their best defender and they sold him for 63 million. What are we on about? Right? They sold Zabanya for 50 million. They sold Semenyo for 50 million. For 50 million? How much did they spend on Semenyo? 70 million? Something like that? Bro, they've never, like, dude, Kroupi is not as proven as Semenyo. But yet they sold him for cheaper. And they want to sit here and talk about, oh, we're going to spend 100 million on Eli Kroupi. Get out of here, man. They're not going to do that. They don't have the power for that. They don't. But then no center backs, then people complain. But then no center backs, then people will complain again. You know what's funny, Jackson? This is why when I go at Deco, people always say I have an agenda against Deco. I am tired, bro. You see me, I've gotten to a point in my life now where I don't even complain about these things anymore. I don't, man. I don't put myself through it. I refuse to subject myself to this again. I've just gotten to a point now where I'm like, okay, man, cool. Because at the end of the day, what have I been saying? What have I been saying? Haven't I been sitting here talking about this for a while? How long have I been coming out here talking about it not being enough? About it not being good enough that we are not going out there and actually spending money and actually getting a centre back. We have a player like Laporte, who is an experienced player, who has what? Maybe a 15 million? They said that he has a 15 million buyout clause. And apparently we are not going in for him. Apparently we are considering bringing Kunde a centre back. Bro, it's so hard to not want to lose it when it comes to this club. You know what the funny thing about football fans is, right? The football fans who are on the outside looking in, because I do a lot of research. That's the difference between me and a lot of Barca content creators. See me, I put a lot of research when it comes to Barcelona content. I put research. I go out and actually look for news. I actually go out there and look for look things out. Actually try to find some important stuff when it comes to the club. I actually go out of my way to actually look for things in the club, right? And when I'm reading some of these reliable articles, and they're telling us Ronald Araujo is expected to stay, Jules Koundé is expected to play as centre back. And when I come into these streams and I start losing, the people are like, oh Omar, you're always reacting. You guys don't do research, man. And the problem is, football fans are so fickle, man. They live in the here and now. What's going on? A lot of football fans just live in the here and now. That's their problem. Like a lot of football fans live in the here and now. Last 2 seasons in the Champions League, the defense cost us 2 years in a row in the Champions League. How many times have we seen this defense cost us? The attack is always doing its thing. The defense is never doing its thing. Never. Always the Achilles heel of the Barcelona team has always been what? The defense. Season upon season upon season upon season upon season. We see it over and over and over with this club. Every season, without fail, the defense always ends up costing us under this management. And it's like, bro, it's the biggest obvious problem at Barcelona. Go and fix the defense and we will be ready for the season. But no. Barcelona want to be sitting here playing games, right? Going out getting attackers every single season. Dude, every year, every single season, we're focusing on getting attackers. And I'm not saying attackers are not important, but why are we acting like the defense is not just as important? And I'm not saying go get me the best, go get me Saliba or Gabriel, as much as I would love to have those guys. I understand that Barcelona right now, those teams are not likely to sell those players. But I am Aymeric Laporte, you're telling me we can go and get Laporte. Give me a moment, Jack. You're telling me Barcelona don't have the money to go and get Laporte. Why are we still not getting Cancelo? I'm hearing that apparently Al Hilal are forcing Cancelo to go to pre-season. Why? Because Barcelona are still refusing to negotiate. Like this is the problems, right? And the funny thing is, because Barcelona have really not had to pay for their incompetence in the transfer market, Barca fans just drink the Kool-Aid and think everything will be okay. Chat, let me tell you guys something. You see me, I see things before they happen most of the time when it comes to this club. And this season, if it collapses, dude, it's going to burn to pieces. I want you guys to really comprehend what might happen this season. If the attack doesn't cook this season, we are going to get destroyed. And I promise you, because football fans, because a lot of these content creators, and they know who they are, right? That be sitting here calling people like me out saying, oh, these guys are never satisfied. They're always complaining. And they're sitting there just hyping up everything that comes out of the club. I want you guys to come outside and answer for your crimes. And you know what's funny, right? Those same people will be the same people that will come out and they will say things like, Barcelona should have focused. Why didn't we go out and get the defense? Oh, Laporte would have been so important in this team. Oh, well, why weren't you saying that during the transfer window? Why weren't you saying that during the transfer window when it actually mattered? Like, it's the same thing, man, with some of these people, man. Like, that's why some of these guys, I just can't stand them, man. Because every season, they come in, drink the Kool-Aid, and they don't learn anything. Absolutely nothing. They do the same things over and over and over. They come in, they don't talk about the important stuff. We know that this season we should have gone and get an experienced centre back next to Kobashi. We know we should have completed the deal for Cancelo already. Heck, we should have gone and gotten Grimaldo. Wow, look at this. Where did Grimaldo go? Oh, that's right. But no, we're out here dealing with a saga with Alvarez. And you know what's crazy, right? By the time we figure this Alvarez situation out, guess what? By that point, Laporte doesn't want to leave. And God knows, Cancelo might by the end of the transfer window, Barcelona might not be able to complete the Cancelo deal. And then all of a sudden, everyone will be like, and then the club will come out and say, unfortunately, we didn't have time. Fuck off! You had all the time in the world, and you spent all of it on a ridiculous petty saga. These guys, this club genuinely, this club gets me tight every single time, bro. Every time. Kroupi will be better than Julian. Barca will regret not getting him. I mean, we'll see. It says Julian Atletico won't sell. Did you mean to say Atletico won't sell Julian? I think that's what you meant to say. It says some clubs are cheeky asking for more money. Dude, they're trying to see what they can get away with. That's the problem. Barcelona have a defense problem. Yeah, guess what? Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know, man. So it's the same thing every single season, man. Without fail. Without fail, man. So let's not forget that a lot of these players, yes, throughout the years, offered themselves to Barcelona only for just for Barcelona to turn them down and they end up balling out somewhere else. Yep. Laporte offers himself to Barcelona. Barcelona don't want to get the deal done. Every single season, man. I get frustrated, man, because we have such a great potential to build such a great team and not even break the bank to go and get these players. If Barcelona had an experienced centre back and we go and get a bargain fullbacks in Cancelo and Grimaldo, and then we spend all of our earnings to get Alvarez, bro, we would be ready for the season. Doesn't matter what Real Madrid do. But you know what? Barcelona, no, we like having weaknesses. This is the thing with this club, right? I feel like sometimes this club does this on purpose, right? Where they will choose to not buy certain players, and then when the season is shit, they can then say, we just couldn't, unfortunately, we didn't have time to go and get a centre back. So you see this whole thing with getting a defender is concerned, right? If the defense comes to this season, we can just sit there and be like, the Alvarez saga is the reason why we couldn't go out and get a centre back. This club think they're smart, man. So it's truly an embarrassment. This club, this club can't even give Laporte 15 million. The club he prefer to move Koundé as centre back, bro. Koundé was trash at centre. There's a reason why Barcelona choose to move Koundé permanently at fullback, because this guy during that first season when they put him at centre back, he was trash, garbage, dude. Absolutely garbage. He was supposed to be the centre-back partner in. Remember, he was supposed to be centre-back partner alongside Araujo. But guess what, dude? He was so garbage at centre-back that Christensen came in and took his place, and then he had to move at right-back. The main striker I want is Gorassi. Alright, man. This month is beyond terrible. Bro, tell me about it. I hear you, man. I hear you. I don't trust Deco to get Kroupi. I'll be honest with you. This guy is the definition of incompetent. Man says, spamming hashtag Deco isn't enough anymore. Fans need to start booing Laporta in every home game just to get a point across. That's the truth. There's a lot of fans that don't like the booing thing, but booing works, man. If Laporta starts hearing boos every time he turns up, or Deco starts hearing boos, eventually they're going to have to step up and actually do what they need to do. Bro, Hansi Flick wants the UCL. It says, bro, Hansi Flick wants to UCL like this. He said he doesn't want a center back. Also said, I only want Alvarez. Bro, I know, but here's the thing, man. I feel like certain things you have to force the manager's hand. If Barcelona go out and say, listen, Flick, I know you say you don't want a centre back, but bro, we've seen the last 2 seasons how in crucial moments the experience of the defense was not good enough. What this defense needs is a Inigo Martinez type of player. That's what we need. So we're getting you Laporte. Because we can afford Laporte, and we saw it in the World Cup. You saw it in the World Cup. You saw Laporte and Kobashi's partnership. It was a good partnership. We need to get that. We need to get that partnership here. We need to get that partnership here. You need an experienced head in Laporte who has done it in the top level. Laporte is an experienced player that's done it at the top level. So we're getting you Laporte. Let's get Laporta and Deco. Get Laporta and Deco out of my club. I'm telling you guys, sometimes, right, I do understand why some people are Laporta out, man. I'm gonna be very real. I'm more Deco out than Laporta, but sometimes I get it, man, because Laporta sometimes, man, he doesn't help with himself with some of the decision makers that he makes, bro. Some of his decisions that he makes now are beyond pathetic, bro. Beyond pathetic. Sometimes it's hard to defend him, man. And I am a supporter of Laporta. I support Laporta, but bro, sometimes it's very, very hard to root for this guy, man. He makes it very difficult. Yeah, man. Smash the likes, guys. Smash the like button, guys. Get the likes up. How many likes are we on right now? Let me actually check it out. How many likes are we on? Are we on another likes? We're on 31 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Get us to more likes, chat. Get us to more likes. More likes, man. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's get to 40 likes. Let's get to 40 likes. How will you win the UCL if you don't want to sign anyone? Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Inshallah, I guess. Omar, do you think Flick cares more about pressing than defense? That's what I think. I don't know. I think his head pressing is his defense. In his head, pressing is his defense rather the defense. That makes sense. That's why I feel like in situations like this, the club have to be the ones to go and get him defenders, because he clearly doesn't focus on defensive work. I'm gonna be very honest, man. That's why I feel like Deco and all these guys should go out and actually go get Laporte and say, bro, you can get, if you want any attacker, we'll get you any attacker. But when it comes to defense, we will go and get defenders, because you don't care about defensive reinforcements. You don't care, dude. You never talk about defense. Like you play Gerard Martin in defense. You play Eric Garcia in defense, fullback, everywhere. You don't really care about the defense. You care about the attack. So we are gonna go out and actually get defenders. That's what we're gonna do. Look up to Gallereal. Man says, listen, I'm a Madrid fan, but things Barcelona does in a couple of years in the academy is crazy. Gerard Martin is good. Centre back Kobashi will be world class. You need a striker, yeah. Yeah. Listen, Gerard Martin is being linked to Chelsea. First of all, man, in your dreams, Chelsea, we are not selling you Alvarez. I'm sorry, we are not selling you Gerard Martin. Listen, okay, tell you what, how about this? You give us Gerard, we'll give you Gerard Martin, give me Caicedo. Or give me Joao Pedro. Yeah, swap deal. Swap deal. That's what you want. Listen, Gerard Martin was one of my best centre-backs last season alongside Kobashi, so yeah. And I'm very honest with you, man. If we get a centre-back pairing of Kobashi and Martin, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I don't know if that would work. John Williams... I think he's talking to John Williams. He says, who's playing as striker? Come on, tell me. Where's Cancelo? Bro, that's the one that is unexcusable. That is inexcusable right there. How have we not signed Cancelo yet? Dude, you know what? This is what gets me so frustrated with this club, man. This is what gets me so frustrated, right? There's players like Cancelo who love the club, who play for the badge, who play like they love the club. You have a play, like, you know, as fans, when we talk about footballers that play for the badge, Cancelo is literally the definition. Like, when I look at footballers in this current Barcelona squad, right, apart from maybe some of the academy players, I don't know anyone who really loves the club as much as Cancelo does. Cancelo literally rejected more money from Inter Milan to join Barcelona. On loan, you know, on loan, for less money, because he loves the club. He wants to play for Barca. This is the only club he wants to play for. He's done everything. Even right now in Al Hilal, he's refusing to turn up to training because he wants to force the move. And Barcelona have just left him out to dry. It's an absolute embarrassment. Honestly, man, these guys, they piss me off so much, man. Piss me off so much, man. Absolute embarrassments, this club, bro. Absolute embarrassment. Baddest, man. Yeah, we will see, man. Honestly, man, sometimes this club, man, they make things so difficult, man. Says this season is going to be a disaster. I've seen people say that, man. And look, I'm not one of the people that, pulls my predictions, but sometimes, man, they always say fail to prepare, prepares to fail, man. That's the thing. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to the next point, guys. Give me a moment, guys. I'm trying to put something in the poll, guys. All right, guys, listen. Let's talk about the final. Let's talk about man like Ferran Torres. Now, let's talk about Ferran, guys. Let's quickly actually talk about man like Ferran, okay? Because listen, we know that Ferran Torres right now, he is being linked to Paris Saint-Germain, right? Paris Saint-Germain are interested in bringing in Ferran Torres. Let's talk about this, right? Apparently, after PSG lost out on Yan Diomande, they're saying the PSG have decided to go all out to sign Ferran Torres after failing to convince Yan Diomande. The Parisian club believes that they can sign the player for 40 to 50 million as the player is keen on reuniting with with Luis Enrique. Let me tell you guys right now, if they offer me 50 million, I'm selling. But you know what, right? Let me tell you guys my honest opinion on this whole situation with Ferran Torres. Let me tell you guys my honest opinion. Ferran Torres, guys, let me tell you guys something about this guy. You see this guy here? I swear to God, this guy, he is one of the luckiest footballers. Like, this brother's luck needs to be studied. Let me tell you guys why. Ferran Torres is probably one of the worst goal, like on the eye, not even goal ratio, because I think his ratio will tell you something different, right? On the eye test, right? On the eye test, right? Ferran Torres is one of the worst strikers in Europe. But one thing about Ferran Torres is this, chat, right? This guy is the definition of purple patch. When you talk about purple patch strikers, he is the king of that. This man, I watched this man for 5 years, right? Do absolutely sweet FA. Barely score goals. But every season, this man is like a cockroach, bro. Why everybody's getting sold and getting kicked out of the club, this guy sticks around. And the crazy thing is, this guy, when I say he's the luckiest footballer ever, I'll tell you why. If this was any other season, if this was last season, the season before, or the season before that, any other season that Ferran Torres was at Barcelona, Barcelona would have not even thought about whether we would sell or would keep. Barcelona would say 40 million, bro. We don't even want 50 million. Give us 40 million and Ferran Torres is yours. But for some reason, the 1 year that we have no number 9s at the club if he leaves, that is the 1 year that all of a sudden a big club wants to sign him. And I'm like, bro, I don't understand this, bro. I as a Barca, I just don't get it, bro. I don't understand this. How has this man been able to stay at this club for so long with no one seriously trying to buy him? And then this season, on the last year of his contract, and with the fact that Lewandowski has just left, and we have no number 9s behind him, all of a sudden now, clubs now want to buy him. Why is PSG all of a sudden interested in Ferran Torres now? Why are they all of a sudden interested? Bro, you guys are back-to-back Champions League winners. Why do you need Ferran Torres now? Like, I don't get this. And this is the thing, right? Another thing that I have to say about people, man. Football, a lot of football fans are so bipolar when it comes to this guy. I remember, I think, was it Rodri who came out and was saying, this guy gets a lot of criticism. Like, his criticism is not justified. Like, bro, I don't know why people always try to defend this dude. This dude has won the whole World Cup. I feel like the World Cup encapsulates who Ferran Torres is as a striker, bro. The World Cup encapsulates in full daylight, in broad daylight. It just shows you in broad daylight just what Ferran Torres is as a striker, bro. Encapsulates him as a striker. Ferran Torres went the whole tournament without scoring a goal. I don't think he even had a shot on target. Or I think he only had like, what, 3-4 shots on target throughout the whole World Cup? Literally was a bomb. Trash. Oyarzabal was clear. Borja Iglesias, I know he didn't score, but I think was it put the Borja Iglesias score or not? I don't even know. But Borja Iglesias was basically definitely better than Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres was one of the worst players in that Spain team throughout the tournament. But because he scored the most important goal in Spanish history, all of a sudden everybody wants to talk about him having a great tournament. Are you guys high? And I'm like, this is the problem with Ferran Torres. Because he did the same thing last season at Barcelona. This guy had like a good start. He scored a few goals. Then we entered 2026. And my guy went like 2.5 months without scoring or assisting. 2.5 months. This guy went from like February to like April. He went from February to the end of April, chat, without scoring a goal. February, bro. I think he scored in the first 2 weeks of February. And then he went like the whole month. Went the whole month of March, no goals. And then scored right at the tail end of the season. I think, who did he score against? Was it against Espanyol, I think, or Elche? One of those clubs. He broke his duck against one of those clubs. And then he had the nerve to do this. Was it this he did or this? What did he do again? Or this? I'm like, what the hell is it? Self-awareness, bro. You were literally trashed the whole tournament. That's the reason we were cooking you the whole time, bro. You've been garbage. And if you guys remember, he scored a brace in that game. He scored 2 goals. And all of a sudden now, everybody wants to sit there and start talking their talk. He scores in the El Clasico and does this. Like all of a sudden, dude, talking about, oh, I found my smile back. Yeah, guess what, bro? You didn't make any Barcelona fans smile during those 2 months that you were trash. And you went to the World Cup, did absolutely nothing and scored 1 goal in the final. All of a sudden now, everybody wants to talk about, oh, you must see your Ferran Torres, this and this and this. Bro, I'm very real, man. I've said it before. If we sign Alvarez, I don't even give a shit. Sell him, bro. If we sign Alvarez, I don't even want Ferran. Bring Hamza Abdel Karim, bro. I'm telling you guys right now, bro. I will promote Hamza Abdel Karim if Julian Alvarez signs and sell Ferran Torres. And all this talk about his contract, and we know that he's supposed to have a meeting with the club, I think this week, right? He's supposed to have a meeting with the club this week. Apparently, from the rumors I've been hearing is that apparently they're gonna offer him a new deal, but he's gonna actually get lower wages, or he's not gonna get like a wage increase. I think he's either gonna get the same amount of wages, but basically his game is gonna be limited. Now, I don't know what Ferran Torres is going to do when he goes to that contract signing. He's going to be like, oh, I want to be the number 9 next season, or else I'm going to PSG. I swear to God, I swear on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this man walks into that, if his agent walks into the boarding room and he says that, dude, I am throwing the fraud out of my club, bro. Oh, really? Fine, bro. We will start Hamza Abdel Karim as our number 9. Heck, we will start Rafinha as a false 9 or Gordon as a 9 before we start you as a freaking striker. What are you talking about? Being the main number 9. Bro, you think you're going to be the main number 9 at PSG? Bro, Luis Enrique will start Dembele as a false number 9 before he starts you at number 9. What are you talking about? So yeah, man, I'm not hearing all this malarkey about he wants to be the main man. He wants to be the main number 9. Yeah, screw you. Get out of here, man. Miss me with all of that, man. Miss me with all of that. But yeah, let's see what you guys are saying, man. What are you guys saying about this? Man says, hold on, Demon. Hold on, chat. You guys are absolutely killing it in the chat right now. Let me do what you can say. It says, Ferran Torres says, I want to leave. Hansi Flick benches me. And he says, Ferran Torres said, I want to leave. Flick benches him every time. Well, he can fuck off. I've said it before, man. I am not afraid to let this guy leave. I know people want to sit here and talk about, But if we sell him, we have number 9. Bro, I'm telling you right now, man. Why are we acting like having Ferran Torres is that important? Ferran Torres scores goals, but Ferran Torres goes missing, bro. Come on, man. Get out of here with all that. Miss me with all that, bro. Miss me with all of that, bro. What the hell? He said he's going to be a replacement for Gonzalo Ramos. Thank you. But Barca is the problem. Poor squad building. Yeah, I agree with that, King. Demon, I definitely agree with that. I agree with that. Says, Omar, remember when we played Elche and the amount of open goals this guy missed? Yeah, exactly, man. But people like to live in the here and now. This is why I'm like this guy. This is why he's survived for so long. Because fans do this where he goes on a purple patch and everyone already agrees he needs to leave. He's not a good striker. And then he would go on like a 3-game or 4-game or 5-game stretch where he gets like 5 goals in 5 games. Or like 6 goals or 7 goals, 8 goals in 5 games. And everyone's like, ooh, oh, listen, man, maybe we should himself. Ferran is good, man. Ferran is a very good striker, man. We just didn't play him in the right way. Fuck off, man. I know a purple patch merchant when I see one. Have you seen what he's been doing with? I've seen that, man. I've seen that. Hey, listen. Me, bro, listen. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Whatever he does in his free time, bro, that's his issue, man. If Ferran Torres goes to PSG and wins the UCL before Barcelona, oh my goodness, Barcelona might be the problem. Nah, man, I don't care. Drew just won the Champions League. I'm not gonna be bothered. All these kids supporting Ferran Torres should leave the club with him as ASAP. He says, man, milk them at least for 65 million based on the 1 World Cup goal. Hey, listen, man, if Barcelona can do that, I'll give Deco some credit. Listen, I might actually give credit. I might actually do something rare and actually give Deco some credit. Why are Barcelona considering Vlahovic? Fuck off. I don't want Vlahovic. Let me tell you something, bro. I've dealt with Ferran Torres. You think I want to be dealing with Vlahovic? What the hell is this? Says we need to start looking at Caicedo, seeing as unfortunately Frankie de Jong is not reliable anymore. Will also add more defensive stability. Yeah, I would love to have Caicedo. I would love Caicedo for sure. Bro, listen, if I'm Caicedo, bro, I'm gonna leave that cesspool, man. Chelsea is a mess right now. They're signing Danny Welbeck and Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson and Danny Welbeck, bro. I'm gonna be very. If I'm Caicedo and I see Jordan Henderson walk into the midfield, I'm like, bro, I'm out, man. I'm out. Kroupi will win you the UCL. Julian Alvarez maybe could. Kane, Osimhen, and Lautaro Martinez. That's why Julian Alvarez is our first option. Says, but Flick is getting the players he wants. We have to look at him too. Yes, that is true, Ethan. That is true. Bro, I've criticized Flick. I'm one of the few people that criticize the Flick because I know Flick also has a hand in how the squad looks. I know he has a hand. That's why I don't let him get away with it. Bro, I do not let him get away with it, man. Nah, man. Apparently, Christensen has played 44% of Barcelona matches since he's joined us. This is a guy who we've decided to give a 2-year extension to. Bro. I guess I had enough. I think if we drop the highlight, I think we will have a good defense. Yeah, you think Flick? Yo, listen, that German stubbornness ain't going nowhere, man. Says club poor planning in the transfer window. We look like amateurs. So you can say that again. We can't sell Ferran because we would have nobody. Bro, I'm gonna be very real, man. If this guy tries to, I refuse because we don't have a strike. This is the point. This is the point I'm trying to say, D-Money. This is why I say Ferran Torres. This guy has the best luck out of any footballer I've ever seen, dude. Because think about this, right? Every single year we are saying we want Ferran Torres to be sold. And then this season we don't have a striker. This is the moment that the club now decides they want to buy Ferran Torres. I mean, why couldn't PSG come in last season? Why couldn't they come in last season, bro? They decided to come to the one. They decided to come in the one season that we actually cannot sell Ferran Torres. This is ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. We now rely on Ferran and we can't sell him. Yeah, you see what I mean, man? This guy, bro, he's luck, man. This guy, he has a ridiculous. I remember him from the Manchester City days. He can't finish his dinner. Yeah, man. One says, Ferran could get depression from criticism and we won't care. Bro, listen, man, let me tell you something about depression. I believe in depression, but I'll tell you this about depression, man. If you are a footballer that makes millions of dollars to pay, millions of euros, millions of dollars, right? You're getting paid hundreds of thousands every single week, and you want to sit there and you think I should feel sorry for you? Respectfully, man, these players need to get a reality check, okay? All these football fans that are coming to watch your trashy performances, are you paying them to come and watch you? These guys have to go out. They have jobs. They have lives. They have families to feed, right? They put money in the club to come and watch you. And you, who doesn't pay the club to play football, the club pay you. You get paid to play football. And for some reason, you think that the fans should feel bad for you? Respectfully, feel bad for the fans who have to pay money to come and watch you. No, man. What do you talk about depression, man? Listen, miss me with all of that, man. He's enjoying from Manchester City to Barcelona to PSG. What's life as a player? By the way, you guys forgot. I forgot to mention. You guys know if he signs a new contract with Barcelona, we have to pay Manchester City another 8 million, right? Because it's in his clause. Ay. Imagine he wins the UCL with PSG. Bro, I don't care if he wins the UCL with PSG, bro. PSG are not my rivals. I don't feel anything for PSG, dude. I don't care about PSG. Anyways, guys, keep smashing the likes, man. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Who in the hell is this guy? Who the hell this guy? This guy who misses his own birthday for playing for Barcelona. Sell this clown ASAP. Let me remind you, we turned down a pre-World Cup winner in Julian Alvarez for Ferran Torres. Hey. Yep. Yeah. Remind them, Rabo Pilot, that is true. He did. He shanked Capo Verde, potential game winner in the group stages. Bro, I am so tired, man. I am so tired of talking about this dude. We did this to ourselves without sharing competence of the board and the fraudulent sporting director they called Deco. Thank you. Espanol. Yep, exactly. It was Espanol. And he had enough to cup his ears. Yeah, cup your ears on me again, you absolute fraud. I'll smash your face in. You fraud. Says, if you want Alvarez, then pay the 200 million Atletico Madrid are asking for. First of all, they're not asking for 100 or 200 million. They're asking for 150 minimum. That's what they said. Yo, big up to you every single time. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. Big up to every single one of you guys. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys so much. Master sell the sardine. If Ferran starts our season as our main striker, I'm done with the season. It's over for me. Damn. Says if he played in Real Madrid, he would be out before the season ends. Omar, what if we do a PSG type attack? Rafinha, Omo. You know what? I wouldn't. Bro, I feel like if Barcelona don't get Alvarez, they're gonna have to try something like that. That's the truth, Ethan. If Barcelona don't sign Julian Alvarez, they're definitely gonna need to try that. Especially now that we have Gordon, who can also play as a number 9. Adeyemi can also play as a number 9. Rafinha can play. I mean, by the way, I'm not saying that's a natural number. I mean like false number 9s, right? So Gordon can play as a false 9. Rafinha can play as a false 9. Adeyemi can play as a false 9. So there's a few players in the Barcelona squad that can play false 9. I'm a very real, bro. Well, would you guys play Gordon, Rafinha, and Yamal as a front three? That would be a murky for a front three. We should sell Ferran to Atletico and sign Julian Alvarez. That's what I would do. That's what I would do, man. I'll be honest with you, Chad. This is what I would do. I know people will call me crazy. I would give Atletico Madrid 120 million plus Ferran Torres. Deadass. I think they will accept it. I think they will take that. 120 million plus Ferran Torres. That's like 200 million right there. Yeah, man. Breaking. Laporta contacted Julian Alvarez and his camp and told Alvarez to speak out. Again, I think Alvarez should show up to Barcelona's training ground sanction and post it. No, that would be breach of contract. He would be getting sued if he would get sued if he did that. But Figo is a better number 7 than Ferran. At least Figo was a baller for us. But nobody's comparing Figo to Ferran, bro. And anyways, Frankie is injured. Casado is not part of the plan. And we should sign Adam Warden. Bro, Barcelona are not that. I'll tell you that now. Barcelona are not that open-minded to go and get a player like him. I'm telling you guys right now. Yeah, we'll see, man. Yeah, these guys, man. These guys need to wake up, man. This club needs to wake up. We need to wake up and smell the coffee, man. None of this BS, man. None of this anymore. Anyways, guys, listen. Let's actually talk about something else, guys. Now, as you guys know, I just hit 10,000 subscribers yesterday. That is insane, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, man. 10,000 subscribers, guys. I can't believe it. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't actually like believe it. I remember I started this channel, guys, 2 years ago. In fact, no. So I lie. This channel has been, I opened this channel in 2023, right? Around January of 2023, right? And, at first I used to just do like random videos. I wasn't like trying to do YouTube content. I was just like, I was like, hey, listen, I would put like videos on my phone, and then I'll just put it on YouTube. Yeah, just like that, right? Just one of those things I was just playing around with. In 2024, in around July 2024, I officially started doing YouTube content, right? And I wanted to build this channel to be something big. And my ambition was to hit around 5,000 subscribers by 2026. My plan was, chat, I wanted to hit 10,000 subscribers within 5 years. And when I started this channel, it grew very quickly, right? People started supporting me very early, right? And even though sometimes, my views wouldn't go crazy, like people instantly started getting hooked. People were subscribing. I hit like 1,000 subscribers within like 2 months of like getting on YouTube, which was insane to me, right? And to tell you guys the truth, guys, right? Yesterday, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, it was a huge milestone. But unfortunately, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had a lot of like things happen in my private life that kind of made what happened yesterday, like one of the few positives that I've had to deal with. I remember yesterday I was having like some issues in my personal life that was really affecting me so badly, right? Mentally, man, I was so broken. And I remember it was around the afternoon when I was just on YouTube, because I was releasing one of my YouTube shorts, right? The ones that when I'm broadcasting. And when I released this YouTube short, it was basically me, putting like broadcasting, and then I went to my channel, and then I realized I hit 10K. I couldn't believe it, because like the day before, I was like at 950 something. It was like 955, something like that. But like within like a day, I had like 60 new subscribers on my channel, which I couldn't believe, man. I could not believe it. Like when I did the Deal Monday deal, when I did the live stream, when I did the, all of that, I hit 10K. And I remember, I was talking to my pops about 2 years ago, right? When I started this channel, I said to my dad, my objective is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the time the World Cup comes around. I told my dad this 2 years ago. I told my dad, by the time the World Cup comes to the US, I want to hit 10,000 subscribers. Because I want this channel to be so big that I can actually do World Cup content. And I was very excited for this World Cup because I actually wanted to do a lot of World Cup content. I wanted to go to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium to go and watch, the Spain game versus Cape Verde and all these stuff. Unfortunately, the US had to ruin my dreams. They ended up making the tickets ridiculously expensive, so I couldn't go and watch the games. Not to mention, like I said before, I was dealing with a lot of stuff in my private life that ended up costing me to not be able to do any live streams. I kind of, when I hit 9K around April, I remember realized I was like, bro, I am so close. Like I got like 2 more months and I could actually reach my potential. I could actually fulfill my promise to my dad if I actually hit 10K. However, during the World Cup, I actually began to lose some of my subscribers because I wasn't uploading anything. So I kind of like, felt disappointed that I couldn't make it. However, the World Cup ended a week ago. And now here I am at 10,000 subscribers. So in the end, chat, I actually ended up reaching my objective. I reached the big 10K. And this is a huge milestone for me, guys. I'm very proud of this because I sacrificed a lot to do YouTube. Like, there's a lot of stuff there's a lot of stuff that happens in my life, guys, that causes me to not be able to be committed 100%. But I tried to put as much content out for you guys because I know, I may not have a huge, loyal fan base, but I do have a loyal fan base. There's a lot of you guys here I recognize, and I've seen you guys here for a very long time. Right? There's a lot of you guys I've seen here for a very, very long time. You guys are some of like people who are always in the chat. Right now, I'm seeing you guys in the chat right now. You're still talking about football. I love it. I love it, man. Like, I love the community I have here because you guys are football obsessed like me. And, people, sometimes, my content is not for everyone. Like, sometimes a lot of people don't like my content. Sometimes people think I talk too much, right? I don't. I'm always like waffling. Some people think that, I'm loud. Some people think, oh, this guy's always negative. He's always shouting and screaming and being angry for buzz and content and all this stuff. I'll tell you guys right now, man, this is me. Like anyone who knows me, like all the people that know me in this platform know I am like this, dude. I don't, this is not, none of this is scripted. Like I don't have any scripts in my hand. I don't write these things down. I never write scripts or any of that. Everything you guys see me do. This is why most of the time you guys see me stutter. Sometimes you guys see me like mix my words because I don't rehearse these things. I don't rehearse. Like everything you guys see is off my mind. I say what I say. And sometimes I'm not going to say it the right way, but I wouldn't change it because I want you guys to realize this is legit. This is legit. This is real. This is me being myself. This is me coming out here and talking as a fan. This is me coming to you, my community, and actually being real with you guys. Right? That's what I do, man. And I am so grateful to every single one of you guys. Every single one of you who are always here. Whether you're on my live streams, whether you guys are smashing the like button, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. And make sure you guys also turn on notifications, guys. Always turn on notifications, guys, because you guys see, last 2 weeks, guys, I have been uploading every single day. Bro, I'm uploading videos. I'm uploading streams. I'm doing YouTube shorts. So you guys are getting so much content. This is the most active I think I've ever been on YouTube, right? I'm trying to get my shit together this year, bro. This year, I want to put more content. I don't just want my content to be about rants and screamings and all that. I want to make my channel more professional. That's why you guys see in my YouTube shorts, I do latest news. I do news on Barcelona. I give you guys the breaking news. When a player is being linked, when a player is not being linked. When something comes out, breaking news like in the board and players and all this stuff, I'm releasing it because I want to keep all of you guys updated on everything that's coming in at Barcelona. Every single tiny little thing. When a player is being linked, I'm putting it out on YouTube Shorts because I want you guys to be updated. I want everything because a lot of Barca fans don't really know what happens behind the club. The club doesn't really, like some of these content creators. They don't put enough like emphasis to give you guys the daily on everything that's happening. So I may not be always live. I may not be able to always go give you video upon video upon video, but I can give you guys YouTube shorts. I can give you YouTube shorts. So you guys always need to follow the shorts, because the shorts are my informational stuff. That's where I give you guys all of the latest information that's coming out of the club, right? And this year is going to be different. This year I'm trying to go more professional. I'm trying to do more live streams. So I'm going to start doing more streams where I'm going to be doing the breaking news every single day, because news is coming out of Barcelona. So I'm going to be doing that. So make sure you guys always turn on notifications. And like I mentioned, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much to every single one of you guys who got me here. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Whether you're a Barca fan, heck, if you are a Madrid fan that comes here to troll, right? If you just come here and you want to troll me, bro, no problem. Listen, I'm not sensitive. I have a very strong sense of humor. I cook Madrid fans when I need to cook them. Okay? Trust me. I am no different from any fan. And if Barcelona lose, and you guys come here and you cook me, guess what, bro? I will be here. I don't run. I'll be on YouTube. I'll get cooked. I'll get deep fried. But guess what, bro? When it's time for me to cook, I will cook every single one of you. And whether you agree with my opinions or you disagree with my opinions, or you think I do this or you think this is all an act, that's your opinion. That's your opinion, but this is me. This has always been me. There's nothing fake about what you guys see, guys. That's why most of the time, and when I started YouTube, I had to really tone it down, because when I started doing YouTube at first, I used to go crazy. I used to swear regularly, and I hated the fact that I swore too much. That's why I don't swear as much anymore. I say F this, do this, because you know what? I don't want to be this guy that's always violent and shouting, because there's like kids that are watching my streams, and I don't want kids to, learn bad words from me. You feel me? That's not how I was raised. So I want to be more professional. Even before I used to be very loud. I had to lower my voice. I had to learn to calm myself down. Sometimes I go on a waffle fest that I don't like. Sometimes I like to get to the point. But but listen, every year I'm learning YouTube. Every single year. Every year I'm learning to be better. I'm learning to be better. And I'm here. And hitting this milestone is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. I'm not going to stop, guys. We were going to be doing more content. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of me. Right? But I want to say thank you, man. And big up to every single one of you guys. Listen, appreciate you guys so much. Big up to my brother, Eugene, man. Listen, this is another one of the guys, man. Another one of the biggest supporters I got here, man. Eugene, bro, big love to you, my friend, man. Thank you so much, man. Listen, big up to my guy, Eugene. Big up to every single one of the other content creators that have been helping me during this road, man. Big up to guys like Will, Football Carnage, right? That's my guy. That's my Don right there, right? Maybe any of you guys might, a lot of you guys might think he's too much. A lot of you guys might be a troll. And you know what? He is an absolute fraud. Yes, he is. He's a certified fraud. But Will is a good guy. Will is one of the, one thing I'll tell you guys about Will. Outside of being a Madrid fan, everything about him is cool. Right? It's unfortunate that he supports the pussios, but tell you what, guys, he's a real one, right? Very real one, right? I'm not gonna talk about most of the things that he does, but let me tell you guys something about Will. Will is one of the few guys on this platform, and I'm gonna say this on YouTube because I want you guys to really give this guy the respect he deserves. You see, when it comes to Will, that guy, he's one of the most realest people you're going to see in this platform. People can talk about his character on YouTube, but his character in real life, he's one of the realest people you're going to meet. That guy, his channel grew faster than all of us. He was on another stratosphere. He was one of the biggest Madrid content creators, and he is one of the biggest Madrid content creators. But the difference between him and a lot of people I've seen in this platform, that brother used his platform to elevate a lot of the people that you know now. Let me tell you guys right now, Will is one of the big reasons why my channel grew. He's not the reason why I started YouTube, but he's one of the reasons my channel grew. He's the reason why a lot of guys like Matrix, we know guys like Matrix. He's the reason why. He's the reason why we see guys like Isco. He's the reason why we saw guys like Volume. When you look at Barca Volume where he is now, a lot of it is because of Football Carnage. He has opened so many doors. Like, if you talk about content creators that use their content to open doors for people, Will is one of the people that actually is a man that walks the walk. That guy, he's opened the doors of his channel to elevate so many people. And there's a lot of people out here that don't appreciate it. A lot of people, when they make it, they think, they do their thing. But let me tell you something about Will. That guy is a real one. That guy is a real one. That guy, people can say whatever they want about him. They can throw him, because I throw him, and we all throw him. He's a big fraud when it comes to Barcelona. But that guy is a real one. Very real one, right? And let me tell you guys something. You know, when we're all in the group in chaos, football chaos, yes, it gets loud. Yes, it gets annoying sometimes dealing with guys like Matrix. But let me tell you something, guys. Those guys are my dogs. Those guys, they're my homies. That's why you guys see me do content with them all the time. Because you know what, man? Outside of being Madrid fans, that's guy, we are all friends down there, man. All of us are cool people down there. We're all a community. And the beautiful thing about our community is we all are happy to see each other grow. My guy, Jonas just hit 4K. I'm buzzing for him. Matrix earlier this week, he hit 5K subscribers. Like, do you guys see what is happening, bro? Our community is growing so much, and we are all growing together, and we're all helping each other grow. And I just hit 10,000 subscribers. Dali's at 12K. Papillon is doing his thing. Big up to Papillon too. That's another one, and that's another one. Big up to guy like Dave. That's another one. Like, I haven't even mentioned guys like Northside. Northside is another one, right? I know Northside is not a Madrid fan. I know he's a Barca fan. He's one of us now. But let me tell you guys something. That's my guy too. Northside. That guy is one of my best friends outside of YouTube. Like, out of all the big content creators, he's one of my best friends, dude. That guy, let me tell you guys something about Northside. That guy, he's the first big content creator that I know who actually, like, started working with me before I made it. Like, Northside was like the first guy. Like, Northside was like around 13K subscribers. I know now he's around 21K, but he was like at 1K when I was like in like 500 subscribers. This guy brought me to his channel. He started a show with me. Like, I joined him in one of his like streams where he was doing a post-match reaction, and that was where we connected instantly. And since then, me and him, we've been like this, bro. Like, me, I know we don't do a lot of content together, but let me tell you guys something about Northside. That's my dog. That is my dog. Every time I can call Northside right now, dude, and he will answer. That's how close me and him are. And big up to guys like Flawless too. Flawless was a guy who he was the guy who, when I went to his channel, like, he was the first guy. I think Hussam might have been the first time I showed my face on YouTube. But Flawless, like, every time he used to do like his Talk Your Ish, I used to be there all the time. And I am so happy, man. Big up to all of the people who I've met. Like, I've made a lot of good friends during my time on YouTube. Like, I am so grateful for the people I've met, for the people I've connected with, and also for all of you. Right? You guys, man, you guys are absolutely incredible, man. W to every single one of you, man. And listen, we're not gonna get sentimental, right? None of this sentimental crap, right? We're all grown-ups here. But hey, man, listen, I just want to say, man, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you, man. Look at this guy, man. He says, man, damn, it's almost been a year. It's almost a year. Big up to you, Eugene, man. Listen, big up to all the subscribers. Big up to all the people that send the super chats. At the end of the day, man, you send a super chat, you don't send a super chat, man, I appreciate you for being in the chat regardless, right? Big up to my guy, Eugene, man, for supporting the channel, man, being a member, right? Listen, you don't have to be a member, guys. Memberships are for, listen, you don't have to be a member, right? But if you are a member, if you want to support the channel, man, really appreciate it. If you don't, man, I appreciate you being here regardless. But listen, man, thank you guys so much for getting me here, man. Thank you so much, man. Listen, big up to Will, man. Big up to my guy, Will, man. Listen, at the end of the day, man, we gotta give credit where credit is due. We gotta give credit where credit is due, man. Yeah, that's my guy, man. Like, big up to Wedia, man. That's another one, man. Like, you know what's crazy about Wedia? Wedia is, I remember Wedia because Wedia was always like big on Instagram and TikTok. And I remember like I think he reached out to me, or I think I reached out to him. I don't know which one it was, but I used to watch like his Instagram reels for a long time, and later on he started following me on Instagram, and that's where we connected. And it was actually where we connected, and I used to do Culers culture, which, by the way, guys, let me know if you guys want me to bring Culers culture back next season, right? The Barcelona show, right? Let me know if you guys want it back. I might bring it back next season. But Culers culture, right? After that is where basically Will, you know, and it's funny because when I started Culers culture, that's where like the inspiration of football chaos came from. Because I started doing Culers culture, then chaos, then, you know, Will's, you know, connected with those guys. And look, here we are, man. Look at every single one of us on that platform. Like every single one of those guys that you see there, right? Every single one of us in there. Big up to my guy Jonas, right? Congratulations on 4K. But look at all of us now. Look at all the content creators in Football Chaos. When we started Football Chaos, most of us were not even at 1K. I mean, I was around like 4K at the time when I joined, when Chaos started, right? But Jonas, I don't think you even hit 1K by the time when Chaos started. But look at us now. We're at 4K, 5K, 2K, 3K, 4K. Bro, we are all growing. Guess what, guys? In 10 years, all of us will be at 10 plus K subscribers. Every single one of us. Inshallah. We will. We will, man. But this is the beauty, man. And this is why it's important. And this is another advice I'll give you guys, man. Sometimes people are always going to use you to elevate. And when they elevate, they forget where they came from. But it's always important to have real people, man. Because you see, when it comes to places like this, on YouTube, YouTube is like any other content space, right? Anything in life. There's sometimes people, they will use your platform because your platform is big to elevate themselves. And once they get to a point that they get to, they completely abandon you. There are people like that. When it comes to me, I consider myself lucky because I have people who don't use me. And I respect that. That's why I talk about guys like Will. Because let me tell you something about Will. Will is real. Let me tell you something, right? I've already said this about Will. I can talk about Will all day. I'm telling you guys, man. Because Will is one of the guys, I don't think you guys realize, this brother doesn't have to help anybody. Let me tell you something about Will. Will's channel grew to where it was solely by himself. Will never needed to work with anyone. He never had to look at content creators, big content creators, to go on their channels and try to elevate. Will grew by himself. He did everything he did. He got to where he is by himself. He didn't need anybody. He didn't need to work with me or work with Jonas or work with anybody. He didn't need anyone because he got to where he is on his own. But he was someone who wanted to build the La Liga. And that's another thing. This is what I love about Will. Will, if you look at where La Liga content is now, Will is a big reason why we are where we are. People can, I don't care who you mention. Don't talk to me about Faisal, Madrid. What's the name of that? What's the managing Madrid, flipping Barca Media, Talk FCB? Yeah, those guys were good to help us have our own like places where we can talk, where we can listen to like our subscribers. But when you look at the community of La Liga, like, you know, when you look at the Premier League community, when you look at guys like Saeed, when you look at guys like Flawless, when you look at guys like Lee Gunner, when you look at all these guys, they're all in like in the same like space. They're all Premier League content creators. Like, you don't see La Liga content creators acting like this. La Liga content creators only focus on themselves. Every Barca fan only wants to do content by himself. They don't want to help anybody. They don't want to elevate anybody. They don't care about anybody. They don't want to care about themselves. And when I started YouTube, I wanted to be the person where I could work with other content creators. But Will, when he got to 10 plus K subscribers, the first thing he did was he said, bro, I'm going to build a community. I'm going to look for a lot of big, small La Liga content creators. When he saw Matrix, when he saw Isco, when he saw all these guys, he said, all right, Chaos. I'm going to bring all these guys on Chaos until they elevate. And now look at us. Look at the La Liga content community, bro. You got so many of us now. You want Madrid content? Go to Will. Go to Matrix. Go to Dave. Go to Isco. Go to all these, bro. There's too many of them. Dali. I haven't even mentioned Dali throughout the stream. Another one. Another real one. But then when you look at when there's Barca content to be made, guess what, bro? Omar talks football. Barca react. Where do you cool it? There's too many options now, man. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly. See? 800. Where did volume? Volume is still on YouTube. Anyways, boys, sorry about that whole situation, guys. Unfortunately, my stream is still buffering, guys. Sorry about all of that. Anyway, guys, listen. I do have to close out anyway, guys, because my internet is still buffering, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Yeah, fortunately, man, so many crazy things have been happening. Yeah, listen, man, thank you guys once again so much, guys, for getting me to 10K subscribers, man. Once again, man, I appreciate every single one of you guys who has helped me during this road, man. This has been an incredible ride, right? And listen, it's not over, man. It's not over. We will be back this season, guys. Listen, hopefully this season, man, it will continue from where we ended up last season, man. And hopefully these guys can get a 3P. But let me tell you guys right now, by the way, for the son daughters asking me where I'm from Gambia. I'm Gambian. Yeah, I'm from Gambia. But yeah, man, I don't know why my room is so blue right now. It's crazy. Anyways, boys, listen, we're gonna close out, man. We're gonna close out, man. Let's get out of here very, very soon. Let me actually see if I can redirect to anyone. I think Northside is still live, isn't he? If he is still live, I'll redirect to him. Let me actually check. Okay. Yeah, this guy, man, this guy decided to not come in. What is this, man? Why are you running, man? Why are you running? Stop running, you fraud. Stop running, you fraud. Anyways, all right, let's get out of here, chat. Let's get out of here, man. I do have to go. It's Northside live, or is it closed out? I think it's closed out, didn't it? All right, then I'll send you guys to Don C then. Anyways, chat, we're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna close out, guys. I do have to go. Just wait. Oh, Carnage will be live now. Okay, then I'll send you guys to Carnage then. Oh, okay. I didn't even know. Hold on. Let me. All right, let me set up. Where's all right, Football Carnage. Man, like Football Carnage, the fraud, man. Listen, let him know, man. Let him know how much of a certified fraud he is, man. The fraudulent fraud that he is, man. Yeah, man. All right, there he is, man. There he is. Listen, show him some love, man. That's my guy, man. Every single time. Big up to every single one of you guys. Yo, W the Fool. Big up to you, bro. Listen, man. Hopefully Barcelona wake the fuck up, man. The absolute fraud that they are, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm slowly losing my patience with Barcelona, but we will all crash out together, man. But hopefully not, man. Hopefully this club actually wakes the hell up, man. Hopefully this club wakes the hell up. But guys, let's get out of here, man. We're going to move out of here. Make sure you guys put Omar Raid in the comment section below and let that fraud know. Let him know that we're showing love out here, man. The absolute fraud that he is, man. And by the way, guys, I was giving a lot of credit to people. I forgot to mention Zier, man. I can't forget Zier. Zier is my guy too, man. Look up to Zier. Go listen. By the way, guys, Zier, I think he's almost around 2K subscribers. Listen, man, when he's going in live or he's doing videos, guys, subscribe to his channel, man. Let's get to my brother 2K, man. My guy should already be at 2K by this point, man. You gotta help the little guys, man. We gotta help each other out here, man. That's the moral of this video, of this stream, guys. Help each other out, man. Come on, y'all. Anyways, guys, we are getting out of here, man. Big up to every single one of you guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, all of the beautiful stuff. As always, guys, I love you guys, man. Peace. Take care.